Then I painted my arms black with just regular poster paint, so it was pretty easy to wash off, and I filmed myself crawling around on the floor.
I feel like many filmmakers seem larger than life, Hollywood icons or pretentious big hotshots who are above explaining their craft, but David F. Sandberg is not one of them.
I wanted to do my part and not just talk a little bit about filmmaking or directing in particular, but also show you what it looks like in action when I direct a movie. So I asked Warner Brothers if I could get access to the behind-the-scenes footage for Annabelle Creation. It may not be Spielberg or Nolan, but if you're curious to see what it looks like when a weird Swede with a resting bitch face directs a movie, then this is the video for you.
Sandberg, or should I say ponysmasher, epitomizes the independent filmmaker's dream. He made short films, got Hollywood's attention, and turned one of them into a feature. But what made him different is that he continued to make low-budget DIY-styled films, and incredibly, also actually took the time to show you how he made them.
This here is something I do to get as much of the eyeballs as possible. You could just draw or render white eyeballs, I guess, but then I wouldn't have photos like these of Lotta. To have Lotta see herself was super easy. It's just a cut in the middle of a whip pan. There's so much motion blur that you can't really tell when you do that. I did have one light in the film. I went to IKEA and made another one of my trash can lights. It's just a trash can that I cut a hole in for a light, all from IKEA and very cheap to make.
And despite going on to work on more Hollywood features, he also made his own behind-the-scenes videos for those films, and even video essays that critiqued his own work.
How do you make someone fly? The answer to that is you get a bunch of stunt guys in blue and strap the actor to a giant tuning fork. Then VFX artists spend months and months painting out everything that's blue, and for months you look at this shot over and over, scrutinizing every pixel around Shazam, and you're so focused on that that you don't notice until way too late that there are crew members still in the shot standing around. Now there's no time to paint them out, there's just enough time to add some bags and a mop. Now they're customers and janitors. Problem solved. I guess over here is a blind and deaf convention, since no one reacts to the flying man.
I mean, how many Hollywood filmmakers do you know would take the time to critique one of their own films, and actually do so without just reacting to clips from a screen?
This cookie right here, inside his mouth. I'm so happy I have this pen. You would never know that I was talking about it. Oh, yum. Look at those cookies. Delicious.
Heil Hitler.
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 Heil Hitler. We're not doing anything. We're just watching this movie. I'm fascinated by this. This is really good.
It's this level of genuine passion and interest in showing others how he makes his films that makes Sandberg feel incredibly down-to-earth and relatable, because he's not just some Hollywood filmmaker who won't talk to you unless you sign up to some masterclass. He will actually tell you how he does it on his YouTube channel for free.
And, you know, when you're limited by no budget, like Lotta and I have been for all of our shorts, you kind of have to let your location and your whatever props you have sort of inspire what kind of story you make. Looking at the original shot in the edit, I felt that this area was too empty. I wanted the feeling that Diana had written all over these walls, so I went to the store and bought some ink and paper and did some writing, which I then photographed with my iPhone, since that was the only camera I had at the office that day.
Whenever I see a new short film from him in my subscription feed, I'm not only excited to see what he has done, but I'm even more excited to see his making of video, because those to me aren't just inspiring and interesting, they also make me love him even more.
But David, you say, that's all well and good, but I'm a socially awkward, introverted weirdo who doesn't have any friends. How can I make movies? Well, that never stopped me. This is. Now go make a movie. But this door didn't sound good when opening and closing, so that was recorded with this door. But this door didn't squeak, and you need to squeak. Thankfully, our bathroom door could provide that. Hey, you're sleepwalking.
Can't reach the door.
Okay, whatever.
These are these Belgian cookies right here, and actually when we screened the movie at the Ghent Film Festival in Belgium, everyone was so excited that we had these cookies in there, because they were like, Belgian cookies! They're very buttery, and I picked them just because I thought they looked cool.
He would have had that, and then he would have, and then also, this one time I heard, he grew his moustache so long that it went around the back of his head.
Wow.
And then up on the top. And this was all moustache. Sort of sprayed this everywhere, sorry. But that's quite nice, isn't it? 2 little pink dots on Alfie. I'm going to make him a bit more of a polka dot guy. I think it's actually quite in keeping with his character.
This is a wonderful insight into the filmmaking process.